But this is my first time making it with my own homemade soap. So I saw one with Nancy today who did it with homemade soap, and she used 3 bars of her regular soap. But I made 100% coconut oil soap, and just as it was still warm, I grated it up. So I'm using probably 10 ounces of it, which is double what I would normally use of the Sunlight soap. And I found that this recipe works really well if you make sure that your water is hot. It sets up better if it's hot. So we shall see. So I've got my pot boiling. Okay, so my water is boiling. You want to try? No, sweetheart. No, it's too hot. Anyway, so I'm just going to drop the soap in, and yes, my camera has just gone all foggy. So I just drop the soap in, I'm mixing it up. You have to really make sure that each individual ingredient is thoroughly dissolved before you add the next one. So I'm just going, the next ingredient, I think I'll add the borax. Add it a little bit at a time. A little bit. It looks very clear, which is cool. But don't do that, because when I do the yellow, I can't see in the pot at all. So this is cool that I can see, and I can tell when everything is dissolved this way. And it's dissolving really very fast. Really very fast. Okay, so I'm going to add the washing soda. After I add the washing soda, it normally like foams right up. See that? It's so you got to kind of take it off the burner. Turn the temperature down a little bit. If you stir it, sorry, I know you're having a hard time seeing this, but I don't want it to boil over on me. But if you stir it continually, it won't foam out of the pot. There we go. Got it back. So yeah, so when you add the washing soda a full boil, it's going to do that. It's going to foam up on you. There we go. Now it's subsiding. Good. And I think that is all dissolved already. But I'll give it another minute before I pour it into my pot. It's 15 liters plus 140 milliliters of water that's in there right now. And then I have 2 cups of water waiting to pour in after I've poured in my my mixture here that's on the stove. So everything is dissolved now, so I'm just gonna pour it into my big bucket and turn off my heat. And I have my lavender essential oil, but what I'm gonna add that to, I'm just gonna add a couple of teaspoons to my separate container after I've already mixed it, rather than adding it to the whole batch this time, because it's my first time. And when I added the lavender essential oil to the other batch, I just added it after it was already made and everything, and it kind of curdled a little bit, the laundry detergent. So I don't know if it's going to do that with this type, or when it's added when it's hot. So I'm just going to do it to a little part of it first, and then if it works, then the next time I'll add it to the whole batch. Figure out exactly how much I need for that. Just gonna add, there's my mixture right there, and I'm just gonna add it to the big pot of hot water. And then I've got my extra 2 cups of water, and I just throw that in the pot to rinse off any soap residue that's still left in the pot. And you just mix and mix and mix and mix.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hot, hot. So yeah, I got my gloves. So it's really hot water. I can reach the bottom. I wish I had a really big stir. I can reach the bottom, but I've got my gloves on, but it's really hot. Okay, so now I'm going to add this last 2 cups of water. So that's 18 cups of water that you start out with in your hot pot. And I suggest start and measure out your 15 liters plus 140 milliliters right away. My littler container that I put on top of my washing machine, I'm just going to put probably a couple of tablespoons. Oh, there it comes. Wash up. I got little floaties in there and I'm not quite sure why. But anyway, it smells good. Does it smell? Sorry, I don't want you to get too close. Does it smell good? Yeah? Man, I'll maybe add another half a teaspoon. Yeah, so 2.5 teaspoons of lavender essential oil in this, and I probably can get, I think it's about 4 of these out of 1 bucket. 4 or 5. Anyway, there you go. Ta-da! I'll let you know what it looks like in 24 hours. This is, well, it's more than 24 hours later. Look at that. So it didn't all gel. It looks like I have little clouds in my laundry detergent. Yeah. And so they go away as soon as I mix it though. It mixes really well. It's not a gel consistency like it is with the regular soap. And you know what? That's actually a good thing. So this is the one that has the essential oil in it. I'm going to go check the bucket. Let's go check the bucket. Oh wow, the bucket's the same. It's a little yellow. Yep, just the little clouds, and then it instantly mixes as soon as you stir it. But it's like water. I wonder if I use coconut oil paste, if it would work better. It would mix better, so you wouldn't have to keep stirring it every time, or as much. Yeah. I'll have to try that. But it'll be a month because I have to use this stuff up first. Okay, so I used up a whole thing of my my little laundry soap container here. But this is what happened to it. I just wanted to get more. And look, it did eventually gel. It just took a long time. The stuff in my container never really gelled at all. It was always liquid and I had to keep stirring it up to mix the soap in. But look, wow, big chunks. So that's kind of cool. And then when I'm through this, I will film a potassium, my potassium recipe when I have it all figured out.